Hello, greetings, and welcome to Series 3 and videos of 4. And this one is entitled Excessive Use of Viagra when Applying Your Customized Swedish Penis Enlarger. And obviously the risks... Oh wait, no, hold on a second. No, sorry, it's the wrong video, isn't it? This is the wrong video. Yeah, this one is for the tankers, not the wankers. So this video is about the MT25 actually, or the tank Blitz, yeah. So let's have a quick look at it there. So, anyway, this is a pretty amazing tank, I think. It's pretty fast. It's got a nice ass. Looks like Charlize Theron. I just used her as a reference rather than Kate Moss this time because I just saw a very interesting movie with her called Atomic Blonde, which I would definitely recommend if you haven't seen it. She's as sexy as a woman made out of Viagra. But anyway, I digress. So, this tank has recently got an upgrade. And that's why it's worth a look at again. And, it's a bit faster now. The gun's a bit better, bit of reload, stuff like that. So it's looking pretty good. So let's take it for a roll out and see how it goes. As you can see, it's a decent looking tank. I particularly like its backside. Now, how best to describe this tank? Well, I was thinking about it, and I like to pick analogies that resonate, that remain with us and are easy to remember. So what I thought was, can you imagine a sex maniac dwarf who's also strung out on Viagra, right? He's going to be going out all over the place. He is going to be like absolutely nailing asses left, right, and centre. Let's assume that the Reds are newly bunch arrived of male models into a maximum security prison, and this little dwarf here is in a life sentence, right? He's going to be going out giving it all sorts, right? Now the reason I've used an analogy of dwarf is because it's small, and he's given with the magazine that he has, he's got 4 shots in a row, so he's given maximum amounts of shooting his load. But very small sort of doses, right? So it's like this dwarf, and it's just like dwarf bukkake, right? So this is kind of a good way to remember it. So, and I guess probably when you opened this video, you weren't expecting to hear those 2 words together, dwarf bukkake. But I think that is a pretty good image, and one that's going to stick in your mind probably forever. But yeah, so you can thank me for that. Now the first thing you'll notice here is this is a very ripe, nice ass that is going to get dwarf bukkake'd. But I actually don't know what he's even doing in this game because that's a tier 4 tank, and this that little duck there. But unfortunately, that duck got a pounding as if I were a French butcher. So yeah, I don't even know what he was doing here. Somebody obviously gave him a bump steer, bring him into this game. But here we go. So you can see little dwarf, right? He's the dwarf on Viagra. He's just handing out all sorts of ass poundings, but they're like little small ass poundings, But you add all those ass poundings up, and they add into what is rather a large ass pounding, So you can see he's dropping 3 to 350 alpha damage. Now, if you can imagine that is a freshly minted ass, I mean, you're not going to be able to walk for a week. You may be able to walk again, like that little duck there. So, yeah, I mean, it's a low caliber gun, right? So it's 47mm, right? So, you do need the old APCR sometimes. Now, this fucker here, he's got a big fuck gun. But he's got a big gun that shoots very rarely, right? He's kind of like Donald Trump, or, as Donald Trump used to be before he became president. Back in the year of Obama, when he was still actually having sex with Melania. Actually, I think that probably is the only thing he misses about the Obama era, sex with his wife. But you can see that even on the magazine reload, it's pretty good, right? If you compare it to the French tanks that with their magazines, or the Swedish premium 6 tier premium tank at tier 6, right? the magazine reload is still pretty cool on this, right? And then you got your 4 little dwarf Bukkake rounds to put into somebody. So yeah, so you can see I just fired off my entire load there because I like this little dwarf. Imagine this dwarf's going into an orgy, right? I didn't want to be going into an orgy but just like, you know, one load to dump, right? Because that could cause all sorts of trouble, right? And leave many dissatisfied customers. So I decided to, you know, get that little one out of the way, just knock one off at the toilet, and then, you know, here we go. So you'll see here that one of the limitations of the gun is that even with APCR loaded, it doesn't pen all the time. So yeah, while Bukkake's going on, you know, he's not drowning, is he? So one does need to come back. I don't know what this guy was doing here, why he thought I mean, like, he has proximity alert on, so he knows where I am, so I don't really know what he was doing there, but nonetheless. You see here, by the way, I make a mistake. I stopped one from the Churchill. And here's the real great thing about this gun. I mean, it's just like bump, 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 just pumps it into him, right? You can see here, even under reload for the full magazine, it's pretty quick. I almost got the kill there. So I'm down low on HP now. But having said that, that's really because I took one off that IS when I really shouldn't have, and I took one off this guy when I wasn't looking. But you see here the speed of maneuverability of this tank. I mean, you're coming in here. This guy has no chance. He just can't possibly get a beat on me. And you can see how maneuverable it is. It's terrain friendly too. It goes up, it goes down, it goes right, it goes left. The right axis, the x-axis and the y-axis on this traverse are amazing. So it's really good. If you get into circle of death situation, you're gonna clean up really. Even if you're up tiered, I mean, like, you know, when you're putting in 3 to 380 alpha damage, you know, and then you got like just over a 10-second reload on that, it's like pretty cool. And a maneuvering tank is going to get you in and out of all sorts of situations. So there you go. So there's a game. By the way, I have to say, you'll see here I completed one mission, but I also got a mastery badge. It didn't seem like a mastery badge game when I was playing. I only got 2 kills, etc. But here's the rub, right? Sorry, forgive me, I was just taking some photos there because it's the first time I've actually mastered this tank. I think I've actually only played 10 games in it, so I was very surprised. But here's the rub, right? You watch that game there with me, right? And you know, you can imagine how awesome I was playing it, right? It didn't seem like you're going to do almost 3.2k damage, right? But it just pumps out the alpha, right? Its DPM is amazing. So there's sort of the advantage of it. The disadvantage, obviously, it has a very light armor profile. You know, you're not going to be able to take hits. You saw what the Churchill and mainly the KVIS did to me. So just be aware of that. But play it like the little dwarf, giving it the Bukkake, and it's going to be all gravy. Okay, enjoy, guys. Thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye-bye.